Show of hands, how many of y'all were hoping for Daxton in Season 3? Looks like Devi's made things official with Paxton taking a power couple walk through the school corridors, making everyone gasp, even us, as they finally make things official. Having said that, right when things got going, Never Have I Ever Season 3 brings the biggest drama yet. But honestly, could you imagine Devi's life without drama anyway? Yeah, we couldn't either. First off, let's talk about the trailer of Season 3 that's got everyone excited for Season 3. Straight from executive producer Mindy Kaling, Never Have I Ever first premiered back in 2020 and got a bunch of fans with just the first few episodes. And now with Season 3, the show's created a pretty huge fan base, especially with fans debating over Paxton and Ben, even though we all know that Team Daxton's taking the win for now. Anyway, the show follows Devi, who's a pretty smart, nerdy, sarcastic overachiever trying to navigate the hijinks of teenagehood, and mixed with that, the pressures of being a first-generation American and the recent loss of her father. Like, yeah, it's not just teenage drama and boyfriends, but it also hits some pretty emotional turns. And we've got tennis star John McEnroe narrating each episode. And with that, Season 3 is set to premiere on Netflix on August the 12th, 2022. Up next, what's going on with Devi and Paxton now that they're a couple? Well, while she's dating the boy of her dreams, the ultra-popular and hot Paxton Hall Yoshida, things aren't gonna be easy for Devi in Season 3. All the popular kids are gonna be giving her the side eye, and as her therapist pointed out, maybe, just maybe, getting into a relationship wasn't really the magical solution to all her problems, which was actually something Devi focused on for 2 seasons. Anyway, we loved Devi's response as she shot right back. The entire Olivia Rodrigo album would disagree with you. Other than Daxton becoming official, which we absolutely cannot get over just yet, it also brought along Devi's newfound coolness, which honestly isn't sitting too well with quite a few people, especially the not-so-cool kids at school. And it makes things spicier because Devi herself was actually one of the not-so-cool kids who absolutely envied all the ultra-popular kids. But hey, one thing we've seen in almost every teen movie with a popular guy/nerdy girl couple is that eventually the popularity catches on, and someone starts to get a little too insecure about their partner who's still in demand. Like, yes, right now Devi's got a very big dream come true. So she's out there making out with Paxton every chance she gets and couldn't care less about the haters. But it doesn't take too long for Devi to get in her head and start feeling insecure about herself and starts questioning her relationship because she's like, why in the world did Paxton even choose her? And she asked the dreaded question to all her friends, seeking validation, but things get a bit too emotional when she decides to ask Paxton the same question. Also, the latest trailers created a whole lot of drama. But let's talk about the cast. Yep, Devi's definitely living the dream, but is everyone gonna be there to see it? Well, obviously, Maitreyi Ramnakrishna's gonna reprise her role as Devi Vishwakumar, but joining her will be her girlfriends Fabiola and Eleanor to encourage Devi's wild shenanigans in the new season. And of course, with Daxton becoming official, the love triangle doesn't end here. That's right, guys, there's still hope for Ben, but we've also got Anissa, who doesn't seem too happy with their friendship, or whatever it may become. And we'll see Dr. Nalini, Vishwakumar, and Kamala. And oops, what about Kamala's love triangle? Yep, the last season ended with her sneaking out on her supposed engagement date with Prashant to see Mr. Kulkarni and his karaoke club, which was just a cleverly disguised date. Or maybe not so clever, but it worked. John McEnroe's coming back to narrate the season, but he's also going to do the honors of introducing the unfamiliar face we've seen in the trailer. And yeah, you guessed it, Netflix also announces a couple of guest stars for the new season. But our focus is on Terry Hu playing Addison, who's a non-binary student from the local private school, who's gonna befriend Devi, or at least try to. Moving on, we've also got Deacon Felipe, who's gonna be Devi's debate team rival at the private school. And oh, while we're at it, we absolutely loved the new characters in Season 2. Yes, Anissa, but also Nirmala, Devi's grandmother. It was a heartwarming addition to the cast, which really brought a whole other dimension to the show. Like, Nirmala kind of filled a little bit of the void that Mohan left for Nalini and Devi. So, as Season 3 is just a few days away, we'd love to see the new dynamics of her family now. Alright, So, with all that drama, what's next? Well, after quite the ups and downs in season 2, Devi and Paxton are officially an item. And remember, their grand entrance at the winter dance, also, Paxton hitting Devi with his Jeep? Yeah, well, Devi can officially check being a girlfriend off of her Never Have I Ever list. But season 3 is gonna bring some extra drama as we explore Ben's uneasy feelings for both Aneesa and Devi, and take a look at how Devi manages to navigate her very public relationship with a boy who was once straight up embarrassed even to be seen with her. And now she's his girlfriend? What? And then of course, we're gonna keep a check on all the other characters and their brewing drama. We've got our list of questions prepared. Alright, will Kamala ever be ready for marriage? Will Devi's mother continue to date the very hot dermatologist Chris Jackson? Will Devi ever change her erratic ways? And what advice does Dr. Ryan have for Devi that'll completely change her perspective on things? Well, for the sake of some good television and lots of drama, we can't help but hope that Devi continues to stay wild. Talking about the hot couple, here's what Darren Barnett has to say about his own hopes for the show. While we begin the countdown for the next season premiere, Barnett reveals his hopes for Devi and Paxton's public relationship. He says that he'd absolutely love to see how it'll play out with them together as an exclusive couple. There's obviously going to be a bunch of new challenges, as we've seen, but there's definitely a lot more to explore. He added that they're both going to learn much more about each other, especially hinting towards Paxton. While we've had 2 seasons revolving around Devi's life and inner feelings, it's time to shift the spotlight to Paxton, as we see Devi learn more about her boyfriend, which in turn brings out some pretty exciting revelations for the couple. After all, they're teenagers, so they've got a lot to explore, not just within the relationship, but also within themselves. They may fall in love. Or maybe they're gonna realize they were actually better off as friends, or even better hating each other. Like, you never really know what's gonna happen until you wait to see and find out. There are tons of opportunities, and we're excited to see what's next. Now, let's take a look at what Maitreyi Ramakrishnan had to say about the hot couple's relationship potential. Oh boy, she's definitely hyped for season 3, as she mentions in an interview with Entertainment Tonight that it'd be really cool to see Devi in a proper, and we repeat, proper, a relationship which she technically never really had. And if you're thinking about her last situation with Ben and Paxton, nuh-uh. That was a 2-timing situation. And as Dr. Ryan and Eleanor said, that doesn't count because it was never real. So she had 0 boyfriends, period. Having said that, it's gonna be exciting to see her as a girlfriend finally. And that new relationship in her life that she wanted for the longest time, but never really got until now. Maitreyi added that she thinks Paxton's gonna start to realize what Devi means to him. And that's pretty nice. Like, he's just thinking, yep, that's the person who believes in me and doesn't think I'm stupid. She helped me get out of my comfort zone, and I actually accomplished something, and she was there to see it and hype me up for it. Yes, we know, that's absolutely sweet. Anyway, it's more about Paxton putting his ego aside and offering forgiveness and love. Definitely a really heartwarming situation. And if we're moving on towards Devi's new experience in dating, well, the showrunner Lang Fisher said in an interview that the show's future is definitely exploring sex and what to do if you're a nerd who's done very little and dating a much more experienced guy. Now, that's also something that's going to create problems and worsen Devi's insecurities soon enough. But until season 3 is out, we're going to have to sit here and keep guessing on what's next. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited for all the teenage drama and emotional turns for season 3 as Daxton becomes official? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.